You walk out one morning and the Ford Expedition just sits there, lights blinking and some stubborn little anti-theft light laughing at you. Not exactly the kind of adventure you planned on before your morning coffee, right? Extremely relatable pain. People often assume that anti-theft means some high-level hacker is out to get your car. Realistically, it's just the car's security system overreacting because maybe your key fob battery is low or you replaced the battery recently. Happens to about 1 in 10 Ford owners each year. The most common pain point. Turn the key and nothing happens except a blinking anti-theft light. Usually this means the system isn't reading your key right. So first step, try using your spare key. About a third of the time, this solves it, so cross your fingers. No spare key or still nothing? Okay, step 2, the standard Ford reset. Turn the key to the on position, but don't crank the engine. Wait 10 minutes. And yes, a real 10, not the I just counted to 60 really fast 10. The anti-theft light should turn off. After the anti-theft light goes out, turn the key to off. Wait a few seconds, enough time for a deep sigh, then try starting your Expedition. If it works, don't celebrate too hard. This is a temporary fix and could come back. If that fails, here's my favorite trick, which fixes things maybe 60% of the time. Exit the car, lock all doors with your key fob, wait a minute, then unlock using the fob. Sometimes the system just wants to be told everything is all right, like a needy toddler. Here's a pro tip. Weak key fob batteries cause about 40% of anti-theft issues. Pop open the fob and swap in a fresh CR2032. Ford didn't make this obvious, and it feels very early 2000s user-unfriendly. But hey, it's usually a $3 fix. If you recently disconnected the battery or had electrical work done, the Ford anti-theft can sometimes just need a full power cycle. Disconnect the negative battery cable for 15 minutes, reconnect, and see if that's enough to bring your Expedition back to reason. Modern Expeditions sometimes just get stuck in theft mode because of a software glitch. If nothing above works, the process can require an OBDII scan. Most auto parts stores will scan it for free. Just ask, and don't let them upsell you. I realize this sounds like a lot of steps, but each actually eliminates a chunk of common issues. Over half of vehicles that hit dealership lots for anti-theft faults could have been fixed in 15 minutes at home if people knew these tricks. That's time and money you can keep. Pro tip: never leave duplicate keys, dead key fobs, or valet keys in the ignition or within close wireless range. Ford systems get confused and can even lock you out if they sense two similar keys. The system only wants to talk to the one. If everything fails and the anti-theft light flashes a coded pattern, like 2 flashes, pause, 2 more, take note. This is a trouble code. Look it up, tell the shop, and you'll look like an absolute pro. That alone can save about $100 on diagnostic fees. Bottom line, the Ford Expedition anti-theft system is notorious for false alarms, but most resets just take patience and 1 or 2 household items. Do these steps in order, and your car will probably behave without a $300 dealer bill, worth knowing in Portland or anywhere else.